tanan batu rorong gronang toroko nang topa. Yeah, like there are a lot of issues that people have been talking about why youth are divided. Even if we tend to understand that there are some reasons to why Toposa youth are divided, but people tend to ignore it because the division of Toposa youth is also very big an opportunity to some politicians because they continue to exploit resources. They continue to go unaccountable in terms of their leadership. So that's why they don't bother to make us unite. So now it's an opportunity for the youth to think about it. Either you continue like that, or we find a way to unite ourselves. First of all, there are some other issues that youth are really into it, but they don't understand. We have to understand that the dynamics of the changes in Toposa society and politics is quite unique, It's not like before when people used to be represented, they don't used to be consulted. And now there is the rise of elites. Rise of elites means that some young generation went to school some decade ago or more 2 decades ago. And these generations are more informed about the prosperity, about development discourses in their society. You cannot lie to them. These are people who are elites. They know how to articulate their ideas. They know how things are supposed to function. They know what belongs to the community. So if you still want to oppress this kind of elites, then they will rise against you because they will not fight you. They fight your attitudes, what you're doing to their community. They don't just leave things happen like that. That's why you see that we, the Toposa youth, are very divided, because the number of the youth who are gone to school have also increased, despite that there are so many who have not gone to school. So, and issues of economic crisis have also facilitated our division. People want to survive. So if people want to survive, they have to comply to some leaders who want to make them at least make them follow their ideology, because they give some incentives to them, or they give some other physical, tangible support. For example, your security is secure. Nobody disturbs you here. If somebody arrests you, you'll be like discharged, in a couple of hours or minutes. These kind of things make those other youth like to have no choice. They have a family. They also want to sustain their families, and this kind of things makes them more vulnerable. They cannot oppose the idea from individual leadership. They will just be kicked out, and if they kicked out, they have nowhere to go to compete for job opportunity. My dear, they can't go out of Capoeira. So if they go out of Capoeira, well, they will tell them to bring qualifications, and if they tell you that, then you're completely off. So, and that connects economic crisis among the youth, between in the youth section and illiteracy. Illiteracy is quite dangerous. I know most of our people didn't go to school, and even young people, they just come to town and they start to continue with this life, and they think everything that has been done by our leaders is very correct. They don't know a different perspective. They don't know any worldview completely. So if they are oppressed for 10 years, 2 decades ago, they cannot understand that this is oppression, and they cannot distinguish a just society and unjust society, So this kind of things really creates a lot of issues, and that's why we are divided. Few elites who want to bring change and put that we need to work in a just society, they are being opposed by some others. Few people who are literally, I cannot call that, who are literally semi-illiterate in a manner that they really don't understand the worldview, Even if when they understand worldview, they just tend to ignore. Yeah. So, and this kind of things, creates a lot of division among the Toposa youth. And the biggest one is leaders. Leaders are upper-hand, quite ground and very big contributor. Big ingredient of Toposa division are caused by leadership. Toposa leaders are responsible for this. I don't have to mention their names. they are responsible of this division. First of all, they are responsible because they divide youth into different categories. There are those youth, they love themselves and they come eat together with them, enjoy with them, and they ignore others. There are those, they want to oppress them, they want to hunt them, and these kind of things. And this dichotomy, created by leaders has really polarized conflict within the young people of Toposa, And this kind of things is really not good. And for us to articulate this issue or to solve it, we, the young people, must be able to understand this. First of all, how do we go about if we want to unite? We first need to think. How do we think? Because some people are attached to leaders, some people are attached to the economy, survival, some people are attached to their ideology, some people don't want to participate because they want to become free riders. Free riders are those people, they are in between. If those of you who are fighting for justice win, they will come to enjoy. If those of you are fighting for injustice win, then they will still join you to enjoy. They don't have any decision. Or sometimes they're afraid to participate in this kind of circumstance, So how do we do it? We need unity, People have to come together. Either you support who or what. It's not a problem to support individual ideologies, Ideologies are really good to support if you really believe in them. But you don't have to support individuals, This is very quite traditional way of exercising politics, Very backward and antique, You don't follow people, Please follow the ideology. If the ideology is to establish things that can help develop our communities, let's all come together. Share our experiences, share our knowledge, share our commonality as Toposa people, and find and forge unity between and among ourselves, Either you come from east, south, or north. We are all young people at a different category of age. So if we want to unite, we need to organize by ourselves, The Rakatian guys cannot come in to organize us at all. We need to organize by ourselves. And how? You cry, we don't have resources, but we go and enjoy a lot of resources everywhere. So these resources can be channeled to be done, to be utilized in doing our own meetings so that we can disband the disunity we have, We need also to send to help others, those who don't have opportunities to go to study abroad or even to study within the country, so that they will be able to empower themselves, Empowerment is very important. If you don't empower your brother, then they will definitely stick to their old ideology until they will suffer in the future. Yeah, these kind of things are very good, and we seek to ask our leaders to help us get to those opportunity desks so that some young people can be sent for scholarship opportunities abroad. This will be for the benefit of our future, not for those individuals. Because when they come back and return with the skills, they will contribute to the society. Let's not look at the money these people will get. Let's look at the knowledge they will give back to the community. This is the most important thing that we should be looking at as young people, We need also to talk to our leaders to help us strengthen the local schools, because if not all scholarship cannot accommodate us, like going abroad and studying within the country, because they are quite expensive and sometimes very limited. So we need to establish a lobby, like as young people, write letters to our leaders so that we'll be able to establish local universities so that we can access education at home. You can be working at the same time, working in the university, doing a university degree. So that's quite good. This kind of empowerment will help you in the 3 or 4 years to come. And you will be a different worldview thinking, And this will also really create and bring us together. Eating together, sharing food together is very important for us in this kind of circumstance. And even those young people who are very qualified, we encourage them to come and work at home so that they give back to the community. These people, growing on jig, we need this kind of skills. First of all, let's try to think about it. And if we think about it, who can help us unite? Nobody. It's us who can help ourselves. So if you continue to think that anybody will come to help us from outside, no, there is no pride for any person who is fighting for the community. you know very well that you can never succeed when you have a big heart. You know, I want to leave you with a big quote from John C. Maxwell. You know, leaders create opportunities for others. They find space for others. And if you are future leader of Toposa community, please ensure that you create space for others. And that's what I want to advise us, so that we can do something. Those old youth or all the elderly youth, skilled youth, please help the young generation that is messing up the whole thing, you know. And if you help us, the young generation, we will go the right way. We will work with our leaders. We need them. We need everybody in this society. We don't want everyone moving their own way. No, everybody is important, either it's bad or not. They have their part that they will contribute to the Toposa community. So we need to look into this very well, you know. You understand it? So everybody, the leaders, women, youth, children, they are very important in the progress of our development. So we need everybody. Don't ignore, but let's first unite ourselves. Thank you very much.